Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, where I share with you some of the most motivational and inspirational stories from history and mythology. Today, I have a very special story for you. It is the story of one of the most influential and revered figures in human history, the founder of one of the world's major religions, and the epitome of wisdom and compassion. It is the story of Gautam Buddha, the Enlightened One. You may have heard of Buddha, or seen his statues or paintings, but do you know his life story? Do you know how he became the Buddha, and what he taught to the world? Do you know what challenges he faced, and what achievements he made? If not, then you are in for a treat. Because today, I will tell you the amazing and inspiring story of Gautam Buddha, from his birth as a prince to his enlightenment under the Bodhi Tree. But before we begin, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of my new videos. Also, please like, comment, and share this video with your friends and family. It will help me a lot to grow my channel and reach more people with these motivational stories. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's get started. The story of Gautam Buddha begins in the ancient kingdom of Kapilavastu, nestled amidst the majestic Himalayas. There lived a young prince named Siddhartha Gautama, born into the noble lineage of the Sakya clan. He was the cherished son of King Suddhodana and Queen Maya. His life was one of opulence and privilege, ensconced within the grandeur of the royal palace. His beautiful wife, Princess Yashodhara, was his constant companion, and their life together was filled with joy and laughter. The palace was a world unto itself, teeming with servants, guards, and entertainers who catered to his every whim. Yet, despite the abundance of wealth, power, and happiness, Siddhartha was oblivious to the harsh realities of life beyond the palace walls. One fateful day, driven by an insatiable curiosity, Siddhartha decided to venture outside the palace. He sought the company of his trusted charioteer, Channa, to accompany him on this journey. As they traversed the bustling streets of the city, Siddhartha was confronted with four sights that would forever alter the course of his life. He encountered an old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a monk. The sight of the old man was a stark revelation to Siddhartha. The man's body was a testament to the ravages of time, his skin wrinkled and sagging, his posture stooped and frail. He leaned heavily on a cane for support, his toothless mouth gaping open. Siddhartha was taken aback by this sight, having never witnessed the debilitating effects of old age. He turned to Channa, seeking an explanation for the man's pitiful state. Channa, with a solemn expression, replied, "He is an old man, sir. Once, he was young and robust like you, but time has worn him down. He is nearing the end of his life. This is the inevitable fate that befalls all living beings." Siddhartha was deeply moved by this revelation. He pondered over the transient nature of youth and vitality, and the inevitability of old age and decay. He wondered, is this the fate that awaits me too? Will I also succumb to the ravages of time? Is there no escape from this cycle? Next, they came across a man writhing in pain, his body covered in sores and wounds. His cries of agony echoed through the streets, yet no one came to his aid. Siddhartha was horrified by this sight. He asked Channa, "Who is this man? Why is he in such a state of suffering?" Channa responded, "He is a sick man, sir. He is afflicted by a terrible disease that has ravaged his body and mind. His suffering is relentless, with no respite in sight. This is the result of his karma, the actions he has committed in his past lives." Siddhartha was deeply disturbed by this revelation. He contemplated the inevitability of sickness and suffering, and the harsh consequences of one's actions. He wondered, is this the fate that awaits me too? Will I also fall prey to disease and suffering? Is there no remedy for this? As they continued their journey, they came across a funeral procession. A man lay lifeless on a stretcher, his body wrapped in a white shroud. The mournful cries of the pallbearers filled the air as they carried him towards his final resting place. Siddhartha was struck by the finality of death. He asked Channa, "Who is this man? Why is he so still and silent?" Channa replied, "He is a dead man, sir. His life has come to an end, and he has departed from this world. He has left behind everything, his family, friends, and possessions. He has no future, no hopes or dreams. This is the ultimate end of all living beings." Siddhartha was deeply shaken by this revelation. He pondered over the impermanence of life and the inevitability of death. He wondered, is this the fate that awaits me too? Will I also die and cease to exist? Is there no purpose to this life? Finally, they encountered a monk. He walked with a serene grace, his simple robe flowing around him. His head was shaven, and he carried a bowl in his hand. His face was illuminated with a radiant smile, and he exuded an aura of peace and tranquility. Siddhartha was captivated by this sight. He asked Channa, "Who is this man? Why does he seem so content and at peace?" Channa replied, "He is a monk, sir. He has renounced the materialistic pleasures of the world and has chosen a life of simplicity and austerity. He follows the path of wisdom and compassion, seeking the ultimate truth and liberation from suffering. He has found a way to break free from the cycle of birth and death." Siddhartha was deeply inspired by this revelation. He contemplated the possibility of a life free from suffering and the cycle of birth and death. He wondered, is this the path I should follow? Can I also attain this state of peace and liberation? Is there a way to achieve this? With a newfound resolve, Siddhartha decided to renounce his royal life and embark on a spiritual quest for enlightenment. He bid farewell to his beloved wife and his luxurious life in the palace, and set out on his journey. He wandered from place to place, seeking guidance from various spiritual teachers and practicing different forms of meditation and asceticism. He subjected his body and mind to rigorous discipline, striving to purify his heart and soul. He faced numerous challenges and temptations along the way, but his determination remained unshaken. After 6 years of relentless pursuit, Siddhartha arrived at a place called Bodhi Gaya. He chose to meditate under a large fig tree, which later came to be known as the Bodhi Tree, the tree of enlightenment. He resolved to continue his meditation until he attained supreme wisdom. As he delved into a deep state of concentration, he gained profound insights into the nature of existence. He saw his past lives, understood the workings of karma, and discerned the root causes of suffering. He realized the four noble truths: the truth of suffering, the truth of the origin of suffering, the truth of the cessation of suffering, and the truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. He also comprehended the noble eightfold path, the path of right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. He grasped the impermanent, interdependent, and empty nature of all phenomena. He shattered the chains of ignorance, craving, and aversion that bind us to the cycle of birth and death. He attained the perfect enlightenment, the nirvana, the ultimate peace that transcends all understanding. He became the Buddha, the awakened one. For the remainder of his life, Buddha dedicated himself to teaching and guiding others towards the path of enlightenment. He established a monastic community of monks and nuns who adhered to his teachings and propagated his message. He also imparted his teachings to lay people who supported his mission and practiced his principles in their daily lives. He illuminated the path to happiness and harmony, wisdom and compassion, liberation and enlightenment. He was a beacon of light in a world shrouded in ignorance and suffering. He was revered as the teacher of gods and men, the embodiment of compassion, the Gautam Buddha. His life and teachings continue to inspire millions around the world, guiding them towards a life of wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. His story is a testament to the transformative power of enlightenment, serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all those who seek to transcend the cycle of suffering and attain the ultimate peace of nirvana. The story of Gautam Buddha is indeed a motivational tale of wisdom under the Bodhi Tree. So, that was the story of Gautam Buddha, the Enlightened One. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. I hope it inspired you to seek the truth and the peace within yourself, and to follow the path of wisdom and compassion. I hope it motivates you to overcome your challenges and achieve your goals. I hope it.